Okay everyone, so we're going to be creating a robot here, and we're going to be using the basic shapes and the ability to make them more dimensional as we go on. We'll start off with creating kind of a flat idea of a robot, and then we'll add on some gradients and some other things to make it more dimensional. In either way that you want to go, and whichever style you want to work with is really up to you, so that's totally fine. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to pull off this little section of the different tools, and that just makes it a lot easier for you to be able to get to them really quickly. And once again, you can do that, and you can't do this in Photoshop but only in Illustrator. If it's got this little arrow by it, just click and let go of it right there, and there you have it. Alright, so let's start off. I think what I'm going to do for this robot is kind of give it kind of rounded torso. So we'll start off with a torso, and we'll use this kind of rounded rectangle tool. Now before I draw it, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to make sure that I don't have this outline, the stroke on there, because that's just going to flatten things. And instead of having white, because if I just draw white on white, we're not going to see anything, I'm going to make this into a gray color. And actually, just to make sure I have things consistent, I'm going to use the swatches right here. I'm just going to pull that off as well. You can see here, I think I'm going to keep the color palette of this within the bounds of mainly keeping it within kind of the grays for some metal. Maybe we'll do some blues and greens, so kind of keep it with the colors that are kind of on the cooler aspect of the color wheel. All right, so let's start off. We'll click on maybe this kind of middle gray right here, and then I'm going to use the rounded or curved rectangle tool, and once again, if you press up or down, that will change how much of a curve there is to your rectangle. You can also change that as well by clicking on these little dots right here, so you can adjust it that way as well. And I think right about there is pretty good. And now we'll add a top to this. So I think I want to just kind of make it feel like it's a little bit of a half circle here. So we'll use an ellipses, and if we click off here, we'll use something a little bit lighter so we make it feel like the light's coming from up top. And then with the ellipses, what I can do is if I just start right over here on the side, I can kind of bring that, and you can see it'll kind of snap to the end there. And right there feels good. Maybe move it up just a little bit so that we have, I think that's a good kind of sense. So now we've got this extra area up here that we need to fix. And let's just, before we do anything, let's just zoom in just to make sure. Yeah, so it looks like that is coming up against the edge of that really nicely. All right. So we want to get rid of this, and to do that we're going to use our shape builder tool. The shape builder tool is right over here. You can also get to that by pressing Shift M. Now before I use this, I need to make sure that I let Adobe Illustrator know what I'm going to be building the shapes out of. So I'm going to select both of these tools. All right, and now just Shift M, and you can see when I go over any of these shapes, I get a little kind of dotted pattern, and there's a plus sign as well next to this. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of this. So to get rid of something, I'm going to hold down the Option key, and you can see that in most Adobe programs, when you want to get rid of something or deselect something, when we were doing selections in Photoshop, you hold down the Option key. So the Option key is a really good indicator of kind of getting rid of something. So you get a minus sign, and then I just click. Bam, that's gone. And now I have a nice torso. Now the next thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that these two kind of stay together. So I'm going to select both of them, and I'm going to group them. So if we go over here to our layers, you can see we've got, and we're not going to, I don't think I'm going to add any layers here. We've got these two paths. We're not going to name each and every one of these, but when I hit Command G, you can see that they get put into a group, and that's what that says right there. If I were to extend there, we can see group. I'm just going to call this torso. And once again, we're doing this so that we know what's what. And we can see within that torso, we have both of those.